How you doing? I'm Trendy Sanderson. You're tuned into the infamous Living Room Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Instagram models, I got something really special for y'all. This is how you become a smart, conscious Instagram model. See, everybody wants to be an Instagram model nowadays, and everybody wants to look good, and everybody wants to have their look. You know, everybody wants to have the shebang. Everybody wants to look good and have the big thing and all that stuff. But the thing is, some females are not doing it smart. Some females are not doing it smart. And I see this from outside looking in, being a gentleman, being a man that I am. You know, I notice things when I'm scrolling down my feed on Instagram, and I take a look at the Instagram. By the way, I look at my inbox sometimes, my DM, and I'm like, whoa, are you serious? Is this really going on? Somebody has to do something about this. Whistleblower, channel number 9. If you want to be more enlightened every single day, if you want to become enlightened, consciously aware, if you want more self-development and self-help behind closed doors, guys, try to make yourself better so that you can make other people's lives better and the world a better place. I am that dude. Make sure you subscribe right here in the very bottom of the screen on the corner right there. Make sure you subscribe. And also make sure that you press that little bell that's right beside the subscribe button. But anyway, folks, let's get right down into it. So on Instagram, you know, I'm a pretty prominent guy. I say I'm a pretty handsome guy. I think, you know, I do really good to be a man. You know, I think, you know, my life is going in the right direction, in the right path. You know, I think I know what type of women are good and which type of women are not and all this and that. I think I got a good head on my shoulders. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I do know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. I've been observing things on Instagram when it comes down to Instagram models, you know, and so one thing I want to let be known is that we live in a different day and time where it's like people are starting to use their mind to keep from wasting their time, right? A lot of guys are starting to be able to use their mind more. You know, I know a lot of guys, once upon a time, they was like so dumbed down that you can't even find them. But now they're lost, but now found, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and so guys have a tendency to like know things right off the bat as soon as they see it, ladies. So I'm going to tell you exactly what not to do versus what to do if you want to become a famous Instagram model. Now, this is the new way to become an Instagram model. You're going to be one step ahead of all the other Instagram models out there if you listen to exactly what I'm saying, because I'm going to make you a conscious, smart Instagram model. This is what you need to know as an Instagram model. Okay, everybody wants to look pretty. Everybody's doing the same thing. All the women are posting pictures and doing poses. Some of the girls have nice physiques and stuff like that. You know these things. You know these things. You know, some girls, you know, have people to do their makeup for them. They're not really doing it themselves. And you always see the big long hair. I mean, we always see the big long hair. And we always see the tight, you know, the tight active wear where it's like hugging like everything. Like, you see that? You see that? You know, from a man's perspective, that's common. That's common. So every time we come across a pic where we see that image, we're like, oh, Instagram model. Scroll to the next one. Oh, that's another Instagram model. Oh, scroll to the next one. That's another Instagram model. But, you know, in a real sense, he's not really interested, ladies. I'm just going to be honest. He's not really interested. The only thing on his mind is the 3-letter word, which we call sex. That's it. And so as an Instagram model, you don't want to be seen as a sex model. What you want to be seen is as an Instagram model. And we know what models are. Models are, you know, people that portray, you know, and look good or whatever, you know, and advertise clothes and stuff like that on mannequins and stuff, you know, and look like a mannequin or whatever. You know, you just gotta have that look, you know, that look, that really peculiar look that looks like none other. But too many days, I am seeing too many girls that look the same. Like everybody looks the same. So how do you look different? This is what I'm about to tell you. Stay tuned. Listen, folks. What you have to do is you have to be more smarter than the competition, females. You have to be super duper much more smarter than the average competition. The average competition, only thing they know how to do is just look pretty. Just look pretty. Just, you know, just look pretty. But what you can do is you can integrate your personality into your look. Now, when I say integrate your personality into your look, what I'm saying is you can back up your look with your career, for instance. Because every time I look at like an Instagram model's page or whatever, and then I look up at the top of the bio, it just be like model. Or it just be like, you know, it just be like vixen. Or it just be like, you know, photographer model, or it just be like, you know, something really like absurd that doesn't connect with the pictures. And it's like, okay, so you just put that up there just to make yourself seem conspicuous, like you're not really advertising yourself. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is you want to have some type of career backing behind your model look. You know, have some type of substance behind it. You know, something conscious behind it that really resonates in people's mind and make them say, well, you know, look, this is what she's doing. This is what she's doing. This is what she's about. Like, oh my God, she's a RNA. Like, oh my God, she's a agricultural technician, whatever that is. You know, oh my God, she's a pharmacist. You know, do not be scared to put your career path out there, because that's what makes you much more, you know, different than everybody else who's just calling himself a model. Model, 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 model. That's so common that nobody wants to hear it. And then when a man sees model, he thinks in his mind, I'm telling you, the average man in his mind thinks, every time he hear the word model, he thinks like, oh, it's just another woman that's trying to make it and she thinks she look good. So she's just trying to make everybody see her image, and she just want everybody to like her. That's the way that the model term resonates in people's head nowadays. I mean, it's 2018. I mean, people are just catching up to the system. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is make sure that you have your bio. Your bio must have some type of backing as far as like your personality goes and what you really do. You know what I'm saying? Do not be scared to put this out there if you are an Instagram model. If you're a stripper, put that you're a stripper. You understand what I'm saying? But okay, so this is where it spices up a little bit. This is where it turns up a little bit. Listen close, folks. So the next thing you want to do is you got to change up your picture look. You got to change up your picture look. You can't always go for the look where you just went out and bought the high dollar, top notch gear, nice clothes, you know, the tight heels or whatever, tight pants, you know, all that stuff. That is old. What you got to do now is start wearing regular clothes. Start wearing regular clothes. Yeah, start wearing your regular everyday clothes. You know, put on some pajamas in a picture. You know, spice it up with some pajamas. How about some pajamas? Who can get off on a picture with some pajamas? That's the Instagram model that I want to see. That's the Instagram model that's going to turn it up for everybody else. The one in the pajamas. Oh my gosh, she looks good in pajamas even. Put on a pantsuit. How about a pantsuit? What type of Instagram model out there can put on a pantsuit and just set it off? Oh my God, that's different. Oh my God, she does construction work with her man on the side, but she ain't letting everybody know. Girl, put on a hard hat. Put on a hard hat and put some overalls on, and then pose like that, and then pose like that, you know, and then pose like that. This is what a model is all about. You know, you got to be able to do different styles, you know, because it ain't all about the gluteus maximus. It's not. It's not. It's not always about the gluteus maximus. It's not always about the makeup. No, it's not always about the makeup, because anybody can go buy makeup from anywhere and make it look good. Anybody can do that. You know, it's not about the tone. It's not about the tone and, you know, being a fitness model and having a personal trainer. It's not about the tone. It's about the look. It's about the image. What do you have on? You must have pictures that nobody else have. You understand what I'm saying? If you got to go in the jungle and sleep beside a tiger and act like you sleeping, and don't have on no model clothes, and you be having on some clothes like what Tarzan and them wear, then that's a good picture. If you just got like a leaf on right here, a leaf, 2 leaves right there, and a leaf right there, that's a good picture because it's different. It's not like the same thing that everybody else see. See, what I'm trying to get you to understand is you got to open your mind up. If you want to become an Instagram model, you got to open your mind up to different avenues and ways of thinking. You got to be a conscious model. It's not always about, you know, selling the sex. Don't sell the sex, meaning don't always show too much skin too much. You know what I'm saying? Because when you show too much skin, then guys automatically put you in that perception of you're like all the other girls. So what you got to do is you got to be mysterious. You got to be a mysterious Instagram model. And I promise you, that mysteriousness, as the more consistent it is in all your pictures, you know, when you're really doing this ambiguous stuff, these taking these pictures and these photo shoots that are like on the mountain range, you know, like in the nature trails and stuff like that, you know, very different from what all the other girls are doing, like posing in the club, you know, posing in the house in front of the fireplace and stuff like that. That's old. Christmas is over. Christmas is over. We see stockings in the background and stuff. Christmas is over. You got to make sure that you are able to be your smart self at the same time, because I'm telling you, that's what most guys are after nowadays. Most guys, listen, ain't nobody around me. Fellas are okay. All right. Okay, they said it's cool. Okay, so one thing that the fellas are looking for nowadays, they're not just looking for a quick fix anymore. You know, fellas nowadays are looking for somebody who they can talk to on a deeper level. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're presenting yourself like your true self, you know, that's different for a guy. I know when I see a woman taking pictures on Instagram and she's like just really living her life, like literally just really living her life and being herself. And the energy coming off her is saying, you know what, this is me on a regular basis. I'm always sexy like this. I'm always sassy like this. I'm always fly. And I could be cool, calm, and collective at the same time. Like you might catch me, you know, in my bed, you know, taking a selfie like with the covers on me like that, you know, like that. Like, and I'm still cute with it. You know, you might catch me, you know, without my extensions in and stuff, or my natural hairs. I just woke up in the morning and I got a little slobber running down my face, but I still look good though. That's just me. That's just me. And so many females out there think that guys don't have a heart. Let me remind you, females, guys do have a heart. We do have special little small pet peeves and interests that we look at in a female that make us want her. But if you always take us in the mindset of like, okay, this is a sex icon, this is a sex symbol, we're gonna think of you in terms of somebody that's supposed to just think of us as somebody who wants you in sex. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't think of nothing else other than that. Like if you're always showing the maximus gluteus, then we're gonna only think like, oh, this is a sex thing, this is a sex thing. But see, you want to be a big time Instagram model. You want to be a smart Instagram model where you're able to capture them not only on that level, but you can capture the mind of a man. You understand what I'm saying? You can capture the mental part of a man. So he doesn't always have to see pictures of you where you're just, you know, having a great time, you know, out on the beach or whatever, you know, showing a bikini and all that. Man, he can see pictures of you in a library reading a book like this. She actually learns outside of doing all this modeling and stuff. Oh man, I like her. I like that one girl. She always be, yeah, she be at the resorts one day, and then one day she be in the National Museum. She different, man. She different. I'm telling you, this is what the new men are looking for nowadays. This is what the conscious men are looking for nowadays. The smart man, the man that ain't gonna treat you wrong, the man that you might have a chance with making your man. You know what I'm saying? After the plans fall through, if you know what I mean. We don't want no 1 minute man. We don't want no 1 minute man. We don't want something that can just come and go. We want to get something that can last forever. You understand what I'm saying? And see, I like to talk about stuff like this because, you know, I just like to keep it real based on what I see on Instagram. I be just looking back like, oh my God, like only if she knows she could do much better. She look good, but she just, sometimes I just see like she doing too much. Like she just doing too much. Like, oh my God, I wish I could just send her a DM and just message her and tell her that she's doing too much. But I can't do that because the ego is so up here. The ego is so up here. See, this is where this video comes in. When you learn, like, just being your true, genuine self gets you a lot of friends, gets you a lot of like, gets you a lot of males, you know, always on you 24/7, 365. Even the girls are like, if you do what I'm telling you. Be a smart, conscious Instagram model. That's what it's all about, folks. I hope this message resonated with you. I'm Training Centers and of the infamous Living Realm Network. Again, if you want to be enlightened every single day, if you want self-development tips every single day, make sure you subscribe and press that little bell down here in the corner. But anyway, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.